Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube viewing audience and the world, I would like to address why I haven't been on YouTube. Frankly, society is starting to crumble and I've lost any will. But something has actually rekindled a fire within me that I need to express, so I'm back. I'm reviewing everything, not just movies, not just TV shows, not just music or books, everything. I'm going to review the world in and of itself. I'll still do the normal reviews, but the schedule's being figured out. But as we speak, we're under siege. America, a country I love, has decided to go completely crazy. And I'm still trying to make heads or tails of, is it the people who have gone nuts? Is it the politicians who are making us go nuts? Is it political correctness? Or was it the 2016 elections that tipped the scales? And you know what I've discovered? We're screwed if we continue on this path of madness. So, what can I do? I'm not the most popular guy on YouTube. Hell, little channel, one guy. I'm not a big name. But I can only hope that people hear this message and take it as a rallying cry to start a new revolution in things. We can't just idly sit by anymore and allow our freedoms to be taken away. Distraction techniques have been used to confuse us and keep us from the real agendas out there that are being hidden from all of us, that they don't want us to fight back against. Did you notice that we've been focused on an idiot and a wall for so long that we forget that there are other issues going on? They've been trying to take away health care, which is a right everyone should have. The government's been trying to take that away. They're still trying. I'm not saying the previous administration was great. Far from that. But what we have here is the worst ratings grab in television history. Because that's what we have. This is a television production going on right now. This isn't a government. We're going into a regime that is not about freedom or democracy. It is a dictatorship, the scope of which we did not ever imagine could happen in this country. Our freedoms are being taken away. Our education system is going down the toilet. And what are we doing? Nothing. We're sitting idly by. Yeah, some of us are fighting. You fight the good fight, but how? That's the question that I need to answer for myself, which is why I haven't been around. This is my answer. This is my rallying cry right now. One of the biggest issues we have going on right now is net neutrality. We're going to lose our freedoms on the internet. We're going to be controlled by one distributor or more, maybe two. Doesn't matter how many. There's not a lot of options out there. So what's going to happen? We're going to lose our access to high-speed internet if it's not what our local area says we can have. If you have Netflix, but your provider has money in Hulu, if Netflix doesn't shell out more money, they're going to get throttled. It's going to slow down your speed, and you're going to have movies buffering or a TV show. We're going to lose out on watching great programs. We're going to lose out on being able to get access to fast information. because it's going to be all controlled and regulated. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is exactly what net neutrality is doing. If we lose our neutrality, we're screwed. I'm going to post the link down in the description below, and if not, here's a phone number. Hopefully I've put it on here. Call up your local congressman and tell them that you want to keep net neutrality. It's the only thing we can do right now to fight back. This is just the first step. Because if a man who claims to be so great at everything can let our country go down the toilet, what are we supposed to do as Americans? We live in this country. He's in office for 4 years. Maybe less with the way things are going. We can only hope. However, common sense dictates that we have to stand up for our own rights. Our forefathers stood up for their rights, and that's what we need to do. So I ask each and every one of you out there, stand with me, stand up for net neutrality. Most importantly of all, let's start a real revolution, a modern day revolution. The Revolutionary War was fought to protect and gain our freedoms. So let's start a new one and get our rights back. I'm going to talk about, on this channel from now on, issues that matter, along with entertainment. Let's face it, I'm not going to lose sense of who I am, but there is an evolution that needs to happen. And as far as I'm concerned, the evolution has already begun. And that evolution now contains a new beginning. And that beginning needs change. It's not about making America great again. It's about taking America back from the politicians that are telling us that our education doesn't matter, that our rights are all for them to dictate. Do yourselves a favor. Say screw you to our corrupt system. As things go on, we need a candidate to actually run who'll stand up for all of us. We need a younger candidate, someone who understands what people today want. Not a 70-year-old lunatic who has no problem disrespecting everyone and putting everyone in a heightened state of fear. This fear-mongering must end. So I ask each and every one of you out there, call the number, tell your congressman or congresswomen that we need net neutrality. Fight for your rights. Fight for all of our rights. Stand up with me so that someone out there will actually represent each and every one of you. I hope that this makes a difference, because frankly, we're running out of time and options before our country is completely destroyed. Take back America from the madness of extremists. We have freedoms that we should protect. The freedom of individuality. And we're losing that. So let's reclaim our individuality. Let's reclaim the American spirit of freedom and justice. Let's put the bigotry, the sexism aside, because it's not about who we do and what we say. This is about our actions in the long run. Not just for us, but for the legacy we leave behind. You don't have to have children to want to leave behind a legacy that you can be proud of. Because that's all life is. It's about the legacy we leave. Thank you all for listening. This isn't the first. It won't be the last. Let's start an actual new modern day revolution and take our country back from a corrupt government and show the politicians that they are nothing more than civil servants that we pay their salaries, and we put them in office and we can take them out. Because we don't need people in office that don't represent us. Whether it's by impeachment or voting them out, we need to protect each and every one of our own inalienable rights that our forefathers fought to protect. Thank you.